What's going on, my fellow Jedi and Padawans? Welcome back to another Jedi gaming video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel, and if you guys are new, welcome. I hope everybody had a fantastic holiday weekend, celebrating the 4th up north at your house, whatever you may do. Hopefully it was a banger for y'all. Took a little break from the content, but we're back today with that Tuesday reset, our final mission for the season, where we get a good, very good setup for the rest of the story, coming out with Lightfall and etc. with Calus here. This final mission right here is called Catharsis, and it takes place again on the Leviathan. This time we load into the top with help from all three of our past nightmares we dealt with in the Crow, Zavala, and Caiatl, going through defeating their nightmares for one last time, dealing with the big bad daddy, Calus. So when we first start out, a pretty linear path that it takes us through, coming full circle back to that very first mission for this season, where we ended up working our way up into Calus's throne world, and then Eris tells us to go back, run away because we can't do damage, and we'll have to run through that purple hallway. Now this, instead of having to run away this time, we're able to actually fight it out via our nice three helpers, like I said, via Caiatl, Zavala, and the Crow. When we drop down, actually, we end up only being able to find Caiatl in the experience, with them setting down their beacons. Zavala and the Crow had issues, so they don't even show up until the end. But we end up becoming a nice tag team with our girl Empress Caiatl here, dealing with Calus, her dad, and his memory, becoming the witness's next disciple, like Rhulk is right now. So we might get a disciple Calus here in the future, whether that be a dungeon, a raid boss, or a strike. But Calus has now become one and a disciple of the witness, just like Rhulk. So very interesting story plotline that we got here. Now, going through this boss room, if you will, we have a nice, cool little visual mechanic. Nothing that you really have to do, but that came from the Leviathan raid when you go into that alternate dimension, and Calus's big ghost head sends out the little skulls, and you have to shoot it to increase your damage. Caiatl actually pops almost like a Titan bubble. It's one of those Cabal domes that we have like in the Proving Ground strike, which stops those skulls from hitting us and doing damage. But during that time, there are going to be some other enemies that we have to defeat while the Calus head is shooting out those skulls. But the whole premise of this final boss room area is we're dealing with our nightmares that we did before in the Fanatic, Gull, and then whoever the name of the person that Scorn or that Fallen that defeated Zavala and his family. So we have to defeat 3 nightmares again for this final room, with 2 of them coming at once in the end. Now, when those mini bosses, those nightmares, become immune, when you can't do damage, you have to use the scythe to hit off their immunity shield, and then you can actually do damage on those specific nightmares and defeat them. Once all 3 are defeated, we end up completing the mission. No chest or anything at the end like we had in the SEVER missions, but we get a really super sweet cutscene with Caiatl and Zavala and the Crow showing up and just kind of talking about the future, how we have defeated all of our nightmares, but it's going to take a couple months to clean up the Leviathan on the moon, everything like that, of the remaining nightmares, and how Calus has died but has ascended essentially in becoming a disciple of the witness, just like Rhulk. So definitely going to be seeing Calus again in the future, but for now we have a nice tethered fire team right here, touching moment between Zavala and Caiatl. Nice little image of our guardian and them at the end as well. So this is a very interesting final mission. Calus gonna be a big bad once again in the future for sure. Just took a power grab as a disciple, going from an emperor all the way up to a disciple, just like Rhulk. So he's gonna be big and bad in the future, that is for sure. So hopefully this kind of explained the mission out, gave you a little details into the lore and story behind it, because I'm very interested to see where they go in the future here with seasons and then big expansions like Lightfall. So we will see. Thank you guys again for watching. Truly appreciate the support lately. Y'all have been banging. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.